Now with our series, One Match, Second Chance. When we talk about second chances, it's usually referring to the person in need of a stem cell transplant. But this time, it's about a donor. This story is very, very close to my heart. It's my nephew, Jeremiah, and here is his journey. Sometimes treatment for cancer can lead to other serious medical issues, and that's what I'm facing right now.
This was the moment I shared my diagnosis of MDS, myelodysplastic syndrome.
It is a rare blood disorder that affects the bone marrow.
And my need for a life-saving stem cell transplant. Thankfully, my eldest sister, Sally Ann, was my perfect match.
She is going to be my donor. She's going to be my donor.
But 70% of patients don't have a fully matched donor in their family and must rely on donations from strangers on the registry for their best chance at a cure.
Constant growing return.
My sister's healthy cells giving me the gift of life.
After you recover from transplant, you actually may get her allergies. You actually will get her blood type. You won't get her taste for music.
Promises.
Promises, yes. I think now is a good time to say, go Sally, go!
There is nothing but joy in knowing that you have something in your body that can save another human being's life.
My nephew, Jeremiah, who I lovingly call Little Jer, the kid who loved wearing his Spider-Man suit, watching on throughout the journey.
I think what stands out to me most about that time is just my aunt's unwavering strength.
Sally Ann convincing her then teenage son to sign up for the registry.
Basically, my mom voluntold me to sign up, right? Like, kind of like a mandatory suggestion.
And to his surprise, shortly later, he got the call. He was a match, but he said no.
Unfortunately, at the time, I just was thinking about me. I was acting selfishly, and I didn't heed the call. Up until this point, I was very, very sure that that was going to be the biggest mistake of my life.
But he'd have a second chance. This past January, Jeremiah learning once again he's a match.
Because I've been thinking about that person every single day, it was just impossible for me to not say yes.
He did not hesitate. He was ready.
This time, Jer's all in.
It is the first day for the shots.
He'll need 5 days of injections to help stimulate his blood stem cells to prepare for donation day.
All right, look at that. That's how you do it.
NMDP, formerly Be the Match, facilitating it all, covering the cost for flights, hotel, transportation, Jeremiah traveling from New York to Houston for the big day.
All right, made it to the hotel and everything's fine. Definitely feeling some of those aches.
As donation day arrives, I couldn't help but check in on my nephew to wish him well.
Hey, Jer.
Hey, Auntie. Hey.
Those fears that you had the first time around, how are you feeling?
What I'm doing here versus what this person is going through, it's just incomparable.
You're a superhero. You're a superhero.
I'm trying to do the right thing for the second time.
A temporary inconvenience for a life-saving impact.
I'm very proud of you. You know how much I love you.
I'm just grateful to God that I can go from pretending to be a hero to growing older, learning what is important, and actually saving a life. I'm very thankful.
Needless to say, I'm so proud of little Jer. The courage and candor to share the complete story. And I had to say, when we talked about doing the story, when he told me, we did this family Zoom prayer last Saturday every month, and he said, hey, Auntie, I'm a match. I'm like, oh, that's great. And of course, my little producer mind goes to work, and I'm like, oh, we should do something to show the full circle. And he called me, and he was a little upset. He was emotional. He said, I didn't do it the first time. I'm like, I never knew that. And he said, but I want to make sure that people realize that I didn't do it, but I'm doing it now to show that, yeah, you could be a little concerned. And that happens so many times for various reasons. People decide not to do it. And he just wanted to show it's okay. He knows those fears, but if you just work through it. And it's so important for young people like my nephew, because the research has shown that that the outcomes for the recipient are better when you have young donors
So he
like that.
feels lucky to have had the second chance.
He's gotten a second chance. He's given this complete stranger a second chance. All he knows that she lives in England, but he is so relieved that he's gotten this second
Yeah, because
chance.
he says felt like it was the biggest regret. He thought about it every day since he said no.
Yeah.
I'm glad he said yes now. But what's being done to make donating easier for those who do get the call?
Well, I'm glad you said that because, you know, a lot of people can't take the time off from work and things like that. So NMDP, formerly Be the Match, they're working on a life-saving leave act with Congress to offer blood stem cell donors the same protections allowed that the Family and Medical Leave Act provides. And you can find out how to be a stem cell donor by scanning the QR code that's right there on your screen or by going to goodmorningamerica.com. I told you last time when we did a piece on him being an actor, how that Superman or Spider-Man outfit that he kept on for like 2 years. And I was like, well, he had it with him when he was donating.
Oh,
They
nice.
brought, and I said, he always wanted to be a superhero, and he is now, but he said no, he's just like the average person and just wanted to get the word out there that you too can do it.
Well, he's glad he's sharing it.
Glad he did, yeah.
Way to go, Jer.